Thank you for joining us in our ongoing series where we're talking to our screen champions about their videos. Tips, tricks, what it took to make their video, and basically trying to glean some of what makes them a fantastic screencaster. Today I'm talking with Ashlie Smith. She wrote, directed, produced the award-winning Work and Power video, which swept the ScreenChamp Awards, took the EDU category, and we're thrilled to be talking with her today.
I've been with Cranbrook Schools, which is a private school, pre-K through 12, and I've been teaching 8th grade physical science for 11 years at this school. And I teach in a single gender environment. In our situation, we split the boys and the girls into 2 separate buildings, which makes it really great for math and science to work with all girls. About, I'd say, a year and a half ago, I kind of got introduced to the whole flipped classroom concept by one of the TechSmith people. I went to a Camtasia workshop and learned about the editing software, but also got introduced to what flipped classroom's all about, and I totally was sold. You can't get through everything in the video. You get the basics, and when they come to see you in the class, they got the basics, and then you use that class time. Is there any questions? Okay, well, let's take it a step further, and you use that time to enhance the lesson. It's not supposed to replace you, but it's supposed to add some time so that you can, do more labs. You can do more in-depth reading. You might have saw a girl that was doing archery. That was one of my students. But I also incorporated my husband and my 3-year-old. They were shoveling snow last winter, and I just busted out my phone and got that instant video. That tow truck video that I put within the main video was my car wouldn't start. So they were towing it in my school parking lot, and I asked the tow truck driver if I could videotape this, and he kind of looked at me really weird, like, what? And I was thinking about the whole, simple machines, work and power, and I used it, and it worked out beautifully. I think that's key, is just always kind of thinking about it and just being ready to, know your curriculum. I've been teaching it for, so long that something just popped up and I just whipped my phone out. I'm like, I can use this later.
I can only imagine being a student and either having it feature yourself or who's in the video. I mean, yeah. Automatically that forces a different level of engagement, I would imagine. Some
girls went on spring break and they went to Disney World and they were riding the teacup ride. And they had already been seeing the physics videos with a lot of embedded video. And so they sent me a video of them on the teacup ride at Disney World. And I just think that's amazing that they would be thinking of my class, physics, for a 14-year-old girl. She's thinking of this kind of stuff. That's huge, especially when you start talking about girls in science and STEM and how you lose them in the higher grades with the physical sciences.
Are there any other things that you're maybe struggling with or you're still trying to get a handle on when it comes to screencasting and your effort to always make these better?
So it's kind of like it's ever evolving. You're never really done. And I think that's really huge. And I'm still working on that, learning how to shorten stuff and not being afraid to make a part 1, a part 2.
Okay.
If I have so much to talk about, okay, just break it up into 2 videos. I was scared of that. My first video was 45 minutes long. So
it's a little long.
I had to cut it up. I basically talked to my computer like I would lecture in a classroom, and it turned out it was 45 minutes long. So I definitely had to cut that one up. I just want to really say thank you, and it was just so much fun to enter something like that, and letting teachers express themselves through video.
We want to thank you too. I mean, it's always such a pleasure for us to see someone take screencasting to such a different level, and you're teaching it. I mean, we were sitting here at TechSmith learning about work and power. I wasn't thinking about this, but I just
want to say thank you to TechSmith and for putting on this ScreenChamp contest and giving teachers, a voice, letting them show their creativity.
I just want to thank you so much for entering the contest and showing off your awesome work.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.